Good morning, Year 3. Welcome to our second reading lesson of the week. Of course, it's Wednesday, and yesterday you had your virtual sports day. I hope you enjoyed the different activities that were on offer, and you are now ready to begin your first English lesson of the day. So let's first of all get started with the LI. Today, the lesson LI is to identify the features of a play script, similar to what you did on Monday. What is a play script? It's a written version of a play used by actors to prepare and rehearse for a performance. So let's start with our quiz. So a recap on play scripts. Number 1, choose A, B, C or D. What type of punctuation you don't use in play scripts? So is it A, exclamation marks, B, question marks, C, speech marks, or D, colon? Number 2, what helps actors or actresses to know what actions to do? A, stage directions, B, the title of the script, C, the name of the character, or D, speech marks. 3, why do you have scenes in play scripts? Is it A, to break up character names, B, to divide each part of the play, C, for fun, or D, to let actors have a cup of tea? Number 4, what is the most important part of a play script? Is it A, the title of the play, B, name of the character, C, stage directions, or D, all of the above? Number 5, where are play scripts usually performed? A, in the library, B, on stage, C, in the park, or D, on the moon? And number 6, how do you write a stage direction? Is it A, on a separate line, B, in a bigger writing, C, with brackets around the text, or D, in a smaller writing? And finally, what can you find on the left side of a play script? Is it A, what the performer has to say, B, the title of the play, C, what the scene is, or D, character names? And that's it for the quiz today. So let's go back and mark the quiz. So number 1, what type of punctuation you don't use in play scripts? It's C, speech marks or direct speech. Number 2, what helps actors or actresses to know what actions to do? They are, did you think about it? A, stage directions. Number 3, why do you have scenes in play scripts? It's B, to divide each part of the play. Number 4, what is the most important part of a play script? It's all of those, so D. Where are play scripts usually performed? It's B, on stage. Number 6, how do you write a stage direction? It's C, with brackets around the text. And the last one, what can you find on the left side of a play script? It's D, character's name, which will also be followed by a colon. Right, so there are lots of different plays. So having a title is very important. It's what people normally remember from the very outset. So a title of a play is the name given to the play script. So we have there Annie, Wicked, Macbeth, EastEnders, Romeo and Juliet. A character list. Well, what is a character list? It's found at the beginning of a play script. It tells us what characters are in a play, and character name on the right. So character names on the right, you have red, and after the character's name you have the colon. Sometimes it gives us a description of the character and their characteristics. So you can see on the one I've just brought up, Alice, a young girl, White Rabbit, never on time. So you get introduced to the White Rabbit at the beginning of the play, and of course he's saying, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. And then you have the mouse, Mock Turtle, and so on. So characters found at the beginning of a play script. And of course, those names will appear in the scenes depending on which actors or characters are in each scene. Stage directions. Well, stage directions are used to set the scene. So as you can see, oh dear, do not want that coming up, and it has come up. Apologies, I will get rid of that now. So we can set the scene. So here, Act 1, Scene 1, the football club locker room. The locker room is dark and empty. The main lights are switched on. Old John and Tony enter stage right. Old John is walking with the help of a stick. And below that, in brackets of course, Brian enters stage left. Brian is wearing a tracksuit. He's been on a run and looks flushed, out of breath. Now sometimes stage directions can be just done with italics rather than in brackets. Right, they are an instruction. They tell an actor or actors what they should be doing in that scene. So their actions, their emotions, or how they should talk. Normally presented in brackets. Sometimes they're done in italics. So there's scene 1 in italics rather than in brackets. Right, setting the scene. Gives the actors information, a description about the scene. It is a dark, cold night, and Mal and Sid are sitting on a green park bench. The street lights are dim, and the sound of the traffic can just be heard in the background. Also, it gives us an indication of where it is, what it is like. Could be the weather, could be the noise in the background, could be indication of if they're watching a football match, there'll be lots of other people surrounding them. And who is there? So who else? Who are the other actors that are present? Sometimes the actors will be present, but they won't have a speaking part. So setting the scene's important. Dialogue. To have a dialogue, you need to have at least 2 people. So a dialogue is the speech between characters. The characters' names are on the left-hand side of the page. There are no speech marks. The speech mark is separated by a colon. Sorry, the speech is separated by a colon. So we have the character, colon, and then whatever the actor will say. And you can see it on the left-hand side here. So, first which, when shall we 3 meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain? Second which, when the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won. So that's from Macbeth. How about scenes? Well, scenes are like chapters in a book. It is a different part of the play. Used when you want to change the location or the time the dialogue is taking place. And it's at the start of a new scene, it is important to say where and when it is happening. So it helps the audience as well. Now, some plays have a narrator to help set the scene for the audience, but lots of plays don't. So here the narrator will read, Alice found herself in a strange room. Inside was a small table. On top of it sat a small, peculiar-looking bottle with a label on. Right, so those are the features of a play script. Now, recognizing features of a play script, we've got 6 different features labelled here. So we've got character and narrator, they can go together because they're speaking parts. Stage directions, scene number, theatre words, brackets, parentheses, description of setting. That's slightly different to how it was set out before. So first of all, lights up. So what we have here is underlined, what is it? It's got to be Mother's Kitchen is a description of the setting, but also it's the title of the scene. Now, lights up are theatre words. So there are people working in the background who need to know when certain things have to happen on stage. So they are theatre words for the theatre workers. They are the people that take care of lighting, special effects, props that need to come onto stage and so on. So they are normally the people the audience do not see unless they bring props onto the stage. And after lights up, we have the characters who speak, or the narrator who speaks, but won't necessarily always be seen by the audience. Generally, they are. And to finish off, so lights up, stand downstage though. So that's an indication for the actors and for the theatre staff to know how this is all going to happen and what needs to happen during that time. What else can we see? Well, we have Little Rabbit, who is a character, and I've colour coded it to match the boxes above, just like the ones I have above. Big Rabbit, is it time for a story? So of course, with the character or actor comes their speech. What else can I highlight here? In purple, it's brackets, parenthesis. So can you remember what goes in brackets and parenthesis? Well, of course, it's stage directions. So stage directions go in brackets. And why does the actor need to know about excited? Because Big Rabbit needs to appear to be excited and speak in a way that tells the audience that they are excited. Of course I do. Let me just think how it begins. Ah, yes, I remember. So Big Rabbit needs those stage directions to give him a clue about the emotion of the character, and therefore they can prepare to behave like someone who's very excited. So they perform like they're excited and they speak in an excited way. Are there any other things here? Yes, we got lights up again. It's theatre words. So I use the green, and of course I have the yellowish colour. Description of setting: a cottage on the outskirts of a great forest. It is a spring day, so that helps the audience to know what's coming up, and it helps to explain what they are probably going to see on the stage. Now it's your turn. So I have the same features above as the slide before. So your task is to color code your work. So which parts of this play script belongs to the narrator and characters, which part belongs to the stage directions, scene number, theatre words, brackets or parentheses. If you highlight those, remember brackets and parentheses will go with stage directions, and then a description setting. So try and match how I did this on the slide before. So it's all color coded so we can see that you recognize the features of a play script. And there's a second one below. So you've got the script here, and it's a different version of Red Riding Hood. And if you read it, you'll understand. I'll read Mother. There for Granny, so keep your mucky fingers off. I didn't raise you to steal from little old ladies. Why, your poor Granny lives alone in the forest, surrounded by fearsome creatures. The least I can do is bake her a cupcake or two every now and then. And then, of course, I've got Red rubbing her tummy. I wouldn't dream of touching Granny's cupcakes. So, see if you can recognize, identify the different features in these two place scripts. So, try, if you can, it's best if you color code it, which would be perfect. Okay, that's the end of the session. So once you're done, email your work to yr3@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Many thanks for all the work that you did last week, and I'm going to thank you in advance to say thank you for continuing to do the online learning, and thank you for all your personal efforts to do the best you can. Hope you're all well. Take care. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.